Couple of things you have to worry about when you are working with a pyramid or a cone is this side right here, which goes from the tip down to the outside. That's called a slant height.
Gotcha.
Okay? That happens to actually be the height of the triangle that has formed the outside wall of a pyramid. But you will need that in order to figure lateral surface areas and so forth in a pyramid. Two of the formulas. Right here is one of them. This gives you the lateral surface area. One strange letter that you haven't seen is this scripted L. The scripted L is the slant height. The P here is still the perimeter of the base that it sits on. Okay? The second formula when you're working with pyramids is to find the total surface area, which is, like before, take the lateral surface area that you found from this formula and add it to, this time it's only one base. Because do you see two bases up here?
No, I'm not.
I don't. So it's only going to be using one base. Okay?
Wait, so the cursive L is the slant height?
Cursive L is the slant height, yes. In the way that they write it.
Just a quick little question I have. On number 3, are we gonna have to do something with tangent and stuff?
Probably.
Man, 2?
Okay, problem number 1.
Okay.
We're going to work.
L equals half of the perimeter.
Okay, problem number 1 will not be too difficult to do.
What 15 times 3? 45?
Okay? So one of the first formulas that we work with is lateral surface area was 1/2 the perimeter times the slant height. Right? This is going to make it real difficult to do this. So that you can see it either way and still use this. So L equals 1/2 perimeter times the slant height. Well, fortunately, in this particular one, you are given that this side is 15. Well, what's the length of this side?
15.
So the back side's going to be 15 also, right? So the total perimeter is going to be 45, because it's 15 plus 15 plus 15. And this one gives you a slant height of 20. So I just, for the lateral surface area, I can multiply all these together, and it looks like you'll get 450 square centimeters. Now to find the total surface area,
450 plus area base.
450 plus the area of the base.
I know.
Well, I have a triangle, correct? And I gotta find the area of that triangle, and we have two different ways that I can find the area of that triangle. Basically, it looks like this triangle. It has a 15, 15, and 15. So either I can use 1/2 base times height, or 1/2 the apothem times the perimeter. So which do you want to use?
Well, I would like to do 1/2 BH, but we don't have an H.
Where's the H at?
Down the middle.
Okay? So if it's down the middle, it means that it forms a right angle. And if it is,
Should divide that in half.
divides this in half, so that's 7.5.
So you can do it A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
So in this case, H squared plus 7.5 squared has to equal 15 squared. So H squared plus what's 7.5 squared? You guys have the calculators. What?
56.25.
And I believe 15 squared is 225. So H would be H squared would be 167,
Yeah.
168.75.
168.75.
Squared, 12.99.
or, since you said 9.9,
13.
actually about 13, right?
So,
So to find the area, or the base area of this particular one, if I'm using this 1/2 BH, I'd have 1/2 times 15
divided by 2.
times 13.0. Because that's the height that's here.
Plus,
Did anybody get into the
97.
the full answer?
Oh.
So what's 1/2 times 15 times 13?
97.5. Add that to 450.
So we're back to this. So the surface area is 450 plus 97.5.
45, 47, 45.
Yay.
Centimeters squared, right?
Yep.
Okay. Next problem. Same idea, I need to find the lateral surface area. This is 1/2 perimeter times the slant height.
Mhm.
And we need to find the total surface area, which is L plus B.
Okay.
Okay, do you have a perimeter? If I looked at this diagram, I need to know the length of each one of these sides. Do I have them?
No.
Unfortunately, I don't.
Unfortunately, correct.
Okay? And I don't even have slant height.
So you might as well find the slant height.
That's a bummer.
So you do.
But if I looked
45.
at this diagram, don't I have the height from the peak down to the base?
Yes, you do.
Fine of 45.
Can I find the slant height here?
Yes.
Because I have this triangle, if I'm looking, formed right here,
It's 8.
okay?
Bottom of 8.
8
Isn't it?
Why do you say it's 8?
Because,
squared. 8
Because-
squared is 45, 45, 90.
It's a 45, 45, 90 triangle right here, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So doesn't this side have to be the same as this because of that? So this is 8. That will also help me to find the length of this side, because if I come from the peak here down to the middle, and from the middle to the outside is 8,
double, that's 16.
so this whole thing's gonna be 16 then, isn't it? Still have to find the slant height though.
You have 10.58.
So to find the slant height, I can take 8 squared plus 8 squared equals slant height squared. Or, if I knew my 45, 45, 8
8 the square root of 2.
the square root of 2. So the slant height is 8 the square root of 2.
So half of the perimeter, 16 cents.
Okay? The perimeter, as you just got done saying, is going to be 4 times the 16, which is 64. Slant height is 8 the square root of 2. Well, the square root of 2 is 1.4, I believe. So what's 8 times 1.4? 11.2.
3.
Okay, we're going to use 11.2.
Okay.
So the lateral surface area will be 32 times 11.
I got 358.
What?
358.4.
Mm-hmm.
Feet squared.
Yes.
Now to find the total surface area, I have to take the 358.4 and add that to,
Hey, area of the base ain't too bad.
in this time, because I have a square, the area of the base would be 16 times 16.
256.
So I'd have 358.4 plus 16 times 16. So I'd have 358.4 plus, you said it was 256?
Righto, and I got 614.4
614.4
feet
feet
squared.
squared.
Right, I did.
So that one's not so bad either, is it?
So this next one's kinda like very big.
Okay. If I looked at problem number 3,
Yeah.
if I looked at problem number 3, I'm given from here to here is 10. Can I find,
That is 5.
You're gonna divide it by the square root of 3. You gotta divide 10 by the square root of 3.
I thought short leg was,
it's half the hypotenuse, but the hypotenuse is up here, isn't
So
it?
you have to divide it by the square root of 3.
Okay? So I'm gonna let you work it, but we're gonna talk our way through it. So this is 10 over the square root of 3, isn't it?
Mhm.
Once I find that, can I find the hypotenuse?
yeah, the short leg is 5.7.
Short leg down here is 5.7. So what is this would actually be the slant height, or the L, would be about 11.4 then?
Yeah.
Because it's twice the short leg in a 30, 60, 90.
Yes.
Oh, that's going to be marvelous, because then what's the length of this side of the box?
11.4.
Because it's twice the distance from the middle to the outside.
Okay,
So you got enough numbers to work it, right?
yeah.
Okay, we're going to go to number 4. I'll let you work number 4, because from there it's just like what we did up here in number 2, isn't it? You've got all the numbers.
I think.
What the heck is the sequence of that?
It's the hypotenuse.
Looking at number what?
Well, 4.
The one we were just at?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go to number 4,
Um,
is what I'm looking at doing right now. Is it okay if I go to number 4? Do you have the slant height?
Yes.
That goes from here down to here, doesn't it?
Mhm.
Okay, the 8.7 is what?
Your outside side.
Okay, the 8.7 happens to be the length of each one of the sides, doesn't it? Okay, we also just said that, is 6 the apothem? Yes, because 6 went from here to the outside, didn't it? So they already gave you the apothem, you don't have to find it. So if I wanted to find lateral surface area, it's 1/2 PL, isn't it? So the lateral surface area would be 1/2. What's the perimeter? How many sides are there?
35.7 times.
5 sides?
43.5.
So I'd have 8.7
What?
times 5,
Yeah. 43.5.
Times the length of this one,
which is 15.
so 326.25.
The whole multiplication? What'd you say?
326.25.
So do you understand how we got the slant, or the lateral surface area? Now, to find the area of the base, this time, I'm going to have to use that formula that is 1/2 AP.
How do you find the area of the
456.
pentagon?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I have to use this formula.
Okay.
I don't have to, but...
I think I got the answer.
The apothem was given to you as 6, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you found the perimeter to be 8.7 times the 5 sides.
Yeah.
So I'd have 3 times 8.7
30.5.
times 5, which it gives you, you said 130.5 centimeters squared.
Yeah.
So that's the area of the base, right? So I have to take that 130.5,
Well,
take and find the total surface area is lateral area plus the area of the base. So 326.25 plus 130.5.
yeah,
Oh, well, shit.
456.75.
Mhm.
Be 456.75 inches squared.